What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Dark Drum video. Now, I haven't posted in a while, but I always do that, so what does it matter? Either way, this, what you see in front of you, is the demonic sword Graham. Now, I understand the model's not the best, but it was what was available at the time. Now, this version was originally made. I forgot his name. It was Shadow something, but I requested the mod. And I'm pretty sure I specifically requested this model because I didn't know that this model was like this. I just knew that it was a model of the demonic sword Graham, which was the sword I wanted. So I requested the model. I requested demonic sword Graham. This is what I got from when the model was available. Now I knew there was a better model after getting this in game. I knew there was a better model because I've seen it, because I've played Sword Art Online Lost Song. This model is from ReHollow, and so I've played Lost Song, and so I knew there was a better model. So I was like, so I went to the person that originally had this model, which was a user on DeviantArt, which was like Xenon VRC. They regularly rip models from games and put them and basically ripped them from games so that they could be used for different shit. And so this was the model for ReHollow, and so I put in a request for the model from Lost Song, but then I got uber fucking impatient, and I just decided to do it myself. After that, I then used that model and put in another request. I don't know if he even like saw that or is gonna do that run, but I also just decided, fuck it, I can do it myself. And so I then made this. Now this is a G. Now this thing, its physics are janky as shit. And the textures are cool, but they're not. But it seems plastic. It feels like I'm holding a toy, which is cool. It was cool. It was cool when I was using it earlier. When I initially used it. It was cool. I was satisfied. I had my favorite fucking sword that I've ever fucking seen in my hands. I was fucking swinging around. Life was cool. Shit was cool. But I didn't really. I was just trying. But I was new, and I still am new at modding and at doing this, and I didn't really care all that much, and so the physics are like wonky as shit. And then the textures, I didn't like the textures at all. I like this part down here. I like this part down here. I did not like the blade at all. The blade is terrible for me. And so I thought maybe I could do a better job if I could figure out textures and how to make my own a custom texture for it. So I looked that up and discovered it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, which is when I made this. So you can immediately see the difference between the two textures. Now I did something specific with the physics for this one. It was like a I forgot what it was. It was Pipop's video, but something about inertia collider. I forgot what it was, but I did something specific, and the physics for this one are much better than the physics for that one. But the colliders are essentially the same, so it still has that annoying. It has that because I didn't really like change much. I just changed the textures and like put it in, and so it's still super jank, right? It's still super jank, like on the colliders and shit. Jesus Christ, what? Just rest upon it. Your shit anyway. Nobody needs you to be here. I mean, I love the dude who fucking made that shit. Love the dude who made it. Inspired me to go out and make my own shit. fucking love all the Sword Art Online mods. But then I was like, okay. But I also didn't like how I made it like kind of way too big, I felt. Now the two I'm about to show you are out of order. I made one before I made the other, but I'm going to show you like the complete like what I feel is the completed gram. Now I feel I am probably going to go back in and like tone down the shininess on this. But as you can see, I also like cuz that one's I didn't mean to do that. That one has like orange on it, and then this one I didn't really care about the textures on like the handle, so I didn't really mess with them all that much. So I just made it red, right? And so for this one, I actually fucking like tried to make it closer to the original, and then I didn't. I don't know. I didn't really. I don't know if I didn't know about like the brushed like metal thing, so I made it like a smoother metal. But honestly, I don't know about that. I might just use this one. I might just use the texture from that one on this one. But I like the. But I'm gonna keep the hilt because I like the hilt, and then I need to redo this one because I fucked up and forgot to add emissions for the imbue, so it doesn't like light up on the imbue. But this is what I feel is basically completed. The completed gram, right? This is going. This is going to be the gram. Like if I post anything on a mod site, this is going to be it. This is going to be that, right? Now, before I made this, before I basically like finish. Oh yeah, this model is technically. So I remember when I said I got impatient when I put in a request for Xenon to do the updated model. Well, eventually she did put out the updated model, and technically this is that. There's no difference between the one I ripped from the game and the one she ripped from the game. This is the one I ripped from the game, and technically this is the one she ripped. There was no difference. The size was something I did manually, so I don't know why I did it. I just did it just to do it. I downloaded it just to see if it was there, and just to see if there was a difference like between like quality between what I did and what she did. Or pretty sure she. It seems like a she. I'm gonna say they just to become nah. She seems to address herself as she in the thing. So either way, I'm gonna say they. I'm gonna say they. We're not gonna stress about it all that much. Either way, motherfucking no, because that's not like that in the picture either. There's a little detail. I'm noticing that. Either way, this one I cared much more about like the colliders and shit like that. So there's still some gaps, but it's much better than that one is. And then I guess due to the fact that it's not freakishly big, I didn't need to fix the physics on this one, so it works just fine. But either way, after making this, I decided, or not after making that, it was before making this. This is the finished product of Demonic Sword Graham, because I felt like I felt like I could make it better, and therefore I should make it better. And so I then had this, and I'm like, well, I, I kind of want to make it, I kind of want to make a personalized version, some for me to use, some to be wielded by me. And so this is the Demonic Sword Gram, and this is what I call the Draconic Sword Gram. Now it matches the color scheme of my YouTube channel, black and purple. I really fuck with the black and purple. I really like that. There are certain things on this that I need to fix, because there are certain things that are like fucked up. But you'll notice I made this one before I made this one, and I used this one's like weapon. I used this one's model for this one because this one was already like down to scale to what I needed it to be. But the shit right here is my fucking baby. This shit right here is the sword that I'm going to make sure is always fucking updated, that I can always fucking use. It looks like it looks like I fucking like pulled this shit out of like kind of like a volcano or some shit. Like it's like I fucking use magic to like use some sort of purple magic to pull this shit out of a fucking volcano. It's fucking epic. I love it. This is like my favorite thing that I've ever done ever. And yeah. But I also made it do some extra shit because I figured, fuck it. I'm already like hyper focusing on how to make textures and shit. So custom emissions, which is kind of harder to see with the purple because it was all because it's already kind of purple. So let's just there we go. I don't know how to get rid of that seam. I wish I could, and it bothers me every day. But it doesn't bother me enough to not use it because to like do anything about it because it's perfect. It's perfect and I love it. Now this part down here, this little jewel part, that's supposed to like the like lines in that are supposed to light up too. I can't figure out how to make it do that for some reason. And it bothers me, but I'm not going to stress about it too much because this is nearly fucking perfect and I love it. And then let's do this over here. I don't want to fuck up the table over there. I made it imbue slam. I didn't want the imbue shoot. I didn't want to be able to do all the imbue shoot shit, but I wanted to be able to imbue slam. Now, in my opinion, it looks best with this, with the like the purple imbue. And then I made it mainly so that I could use a purple imbue because it kind of went with it, you know? But it looks good with the other ones. Now note, the fire imbue slam doesn't work because you do need that shoot point for it to work. But it still looks fucking good with the fire imbue. This is like my favorite thing that I've ever done. Ever in like life. Awesome. Either way, that's really it for this video. I am going to close out doing a round of me killing things with this. First, let me put all these away first, because I am going to make another shorter video for TikTok. But yeah, I am most likely going to post the demonic sword Graham up there, and the imbue should be fixed by then when I do. When I do post it, I will put a link. I will put a link in the thing. For anybody that's gonna be like, oh yo, can you like make it like give it ethereal shift, the ability it had in the show. I don't know how to do that. That takes like scripting or some shit, and that's some shit I'm not versed in at all. So I wouldn't know how to do that. Maybe one day I'll learn, but for now I don't know how to do that, so I can't. And so yeah. Thanks to anybody who stayed up until this point. But if you like what you see here, like and subscribe, and if you're waiting on the model, I hope to get it out to you soon. Yeah, float. You'll float too. Ah, yes. Pause so you can cast your electric magic. How the fuck did you get up there? Have fun. I didn't mean to do that. Whoa. Thanks for coming down here, though. What I meant to do... Damn you, stop. Come back here and stop. Coming up. Whoa. You almost got me with that. Ah, fuck. I didn't block it correctly. Fucking...